Welcome to the hero reveal of Gecko, a world-renowned thief that signs all of his heists with graffiti. Gecko is a support hero and has 250 health. Gecko's left click and basic attack is called Painter Rifle. Gecko shoots modified paintballs from his rifle to heal allies or damage enemies with a variety of effects. Painters has 3 settings that Gecko can alternate between instantly. The 3 different paintballs that the Painter Rifle can produce will be damage, speed, and heal paintballs. First up is the damage ball setting, and these red paintballs damage enemies directly for a small amount and splatter the enemy targets with red paint. Red paint is volatile and will deal further burn damage to enemies hit for the next 1.5 seconds that the red paint lingers. Paintballs, if shot at surfaces or objects, will also leave a paint splatter. Next up, we have the speedball setting, and this is the blue paintballs, to which they can slow enemies' movement speeds by 5% per each paintball's direct hit. And this will also splatter on the target for 1.5 seconds. This is also how long the slow effect will linger on the target. Blue deals no damage to enemies, but it can stack and it can be used on your allies for the opposite effect. If allies are hit with blue paint, it will boost their movement speed by the same 5%, and yes, this can also be stacked. Paint effects can be cleansed by Kiriko and Zen's ultimate respectively, as well as other players that gain cleanse effects due to perks such as Life Lever. Paint cannot penetrate barriers, and due to this, enemies shielded via a Zarya bubble, for instance, will be immune to the paint splatters. Next up, we have the yellow paint, which is the heal ball setting. Yellow paintballs can heal allies on direct hits and will leave a yellow paint splatter on the target ally. Yellow paint is unique in where it is contagious, and if an ally walks near a yellow splattered ally, they will gain a small burst of healing from them with splash healing. Yellow heals directly for 35 health per paintball. Splash will heal 20 health to allies in the area of the splash effect. Painter Rifle has a total of 10 ammunition and a 1.25 recharge time. Gecko's E ability is called Canister Bomb. By using the E ability, you throw a bomb of paint to a target area that will explode in whatever color setting you currently have on your main weapon. Paint splatter caused by the Canister Bomb will splatter all enemies within a 6-meter range of the bomb's landing zone. Canister Bomb will deal a set amount of damage from impact, then, depending on the paint color, will deal further effects to enemies hit. Red paint will stick to enemies further and deal the volatile burn damage as with his basic attack. Blue will slow enemies by the 5% stack buff or debuff by the same amount to allies and enemies respectively. Yellow will heal allies directly for a set amount of 120 health and will splash your allies within the 6-meter zone for 80 health each. As an added bonus, if an enemy player is coated in either red or blue paint already, and the opposite is thrown at them, a magenta paint reaction will occur, causing an explosion on that enemy target, dealing further damage, and this will knock them back. Note that this effect will only be usable with the Canister Bomb ability, and caps will still remain in place for buffs and debuffs to targets, as well as the fact that paint splatter cannot penetrate shielding. Cooldown for Canister Bomb is 8 seconds. Gecko's left shift ability is called Paint Shift. By pushing the left shift button, Gecko will begin to move in a swift dash for the next 5 seconds. Behind you, a trail of blue paint is left as if you were painting a massive canvas. Paint left from Paint Shift will linger for 5 seconds, not the standard 1.5 seconds. Blue paint lingering on the ground can boost all allies that walk along it and will reduce enemies' speed by the same 5% stack to which the blue paintballs would stack on the Painter Rifle. Though once allies or enemies leave the paint shift area, the effects will dissolve immediately on all targets. Gecko's ultimate ability is called Paint Golem. Summon a giant oozing golem made out of a mixture of your paint and technology. Paint Golem launches slashing red paint outward at enemies while while at random launching hues of blue in between the red strikes. Around the Paint Golem oozes yellow paint that gives allies health regeneration so long as they remain close to the golem while it is active for protection. Paint Golem has a total of 1,800 health, and the golem once summoned cannot move from its position. For Gecko's perks, the first of his 2 minor perks will be called Fully Loaded, which increases the splatter range of his Canister Bomb by an extra 2 meters, giving him a larger target range for paint splatter effects. His second option for a minor perk will be titled Graffiti Artist. This will allow Gecko to heal for an extra 20% on an ally target that is coded in a paint color other than yellow. For Gecko's major perks, his first option will be titled Color Palette. This will allow the trail that follows his paint shift ability to mimic whatever color his weapon has, meaning that you can burn enemies in your wake with red paint or heal allies with the yellow paint. The second major perk is titled Golem Master. This will allow his Paint Golem to prioritize attacks to the same targets that Gecko is targeting instead of attacking nearby enemies at random. And now guys, for the new season, and this season will be my first take on a collab, and I went pretty crazy on designing these skins, so I hope you like each and every one of them. This collab will be for the anime Bleach, and this will be the 1000-year Blood War cross Overwatch collab. As always guys, thank you for watching the hero reveal of Gecko.